want a little bit of the music still. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. So we got a couple people over on Twitch. Let me just double check a couple of things real quick. I want to do the reset first words because I want to see all the fakes. So that should be done. Don't know why. Oh, I know why, because I didn't pop this out. Let's pop that out because you guys have been chatting up a storm over on YouTube, and Eden put bunches of stuff up there into the chat. So if you want to do that again, it should pop up on the emote wall. I am so sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have that popped up. Yeah. And of course, I'm trying to rearrange all the things on this side of my desk because I decided this side didn't really get used for a lot of stuff, so I moved my stream deck over there. So now what am I doing? I'm pulling out my Glimmer system so that now I need the space. I've been working on my list, and I printed out a couple of calendars so I could try to see what I need to do when. Welcome, welcome! Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's Miss Mary! Yes, and now we got all the emotes over there. So I changed the size of the emotes, guys. I figured out how to do it. I did that today. I kind of got to a point late this afternoon where I was just pooped and brain couldn't function anymore. I've been trying to... Yeah, this past week has been... I hope you guys have been liking all the videos. Y'all have to tell me. Out of all the videos that went up over the last week, and since the first of the month, it's been 11 of them. Which one did you like the best? Love the shamrocks. It looks like they're all floating around my head. That was cool. Oh my God. I like that. I really like that. So I think making it bigger is a good idea. I saw during a couple of the streams yesterday. Hey, Casima. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you so much for popping in. You're still watching them. Absolutely. And I just realized my coffee's almost empty, so I'm going to have to go get some coffee in a minute. I know, my honey's not going to be able to... And why is his monitor still up? Anyway, my honey's not going to be able to because, you know what? He's out the house. He went out on a bike ride, and the guys that were here for the members-only live stream that I do right before at my YouTube one, the folks that were on that one, guess what? They got to see him. And he was a nut. He brought a big old wheel in and had it behind. I love the hearts. Oh my God, this is so cute. And Kitty. Yeah, that's a cute. Is that a kitty or is that a fox? That's a cute one though. I like that. Awesome. Okay, so you like this much better. Fabulous. I'm glad that I adjusted. It might be too big, but as long as the resolution is still good, because I'm one of those folks that, although I'm old, I don't really like pixelated stuff that much. I like clean lines. But who knows? Maybe I'll make some changes and maybe we'll do a pixelated thing. I don't know. I do have my Glimmer system heating up. It's not hot yet because I just plugged it in. And so for last week on the 6th of every month, Spellbinders has their club kit release. So around the 6th is when, used to be the first that they told us to start putting stuff up. And now they said, yeah, could you kind of wait until the 6th because we can't really they can't place orders until then anyway. So that's what we're doing. We do a lot of us that are influencers, we put our stuff up or on or around the 6th. So I had 5 videos for 6 products because one video had 2 in it. I had 5 videos on the 6th, 7th, and 8th for that. Then I had Scrappy Tales, and then I had Pear Blossom Press. Both of those wound up being light up cards. I really, really liked the one that I did for that was Scrappy Tales. That little speaking of all of the shamrocks, it was. Oh yes, Queen Anne's lace is fabulous. Oh my God, I love that. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to go get stuff and refill my coffee, and I will be right back because I only had time to get the stream started for the different places. Like I'm right now I'm live also on Facebook, assuming that it's running. It looks like it's stuck. Oh, that one's working. That's good. This one's kind of not. I don't really know why. Let me refresh that screen. So I decided to go live. Yeah, that one is running. Okay, I'm live on my personal Facebook page, and Pam said she gave me a heart. Awesome. Well, that means she needs to pop in the chat and say hello to me. Pam Cakes. Anyway, I'm live there. I'm live on my Facebook page. I'm live on Twitch, and I'm live on YouTube. So I'm in all the places, and hopefully I will see most of the chat. I'm going to try not to miss anything. Maureen Pryor has Happy Mail points of 37,250. Fabulous. You know what else? You also have access to a new... Oh, you are walking. Awesome, Deke. That's fabulous. Okay. Hey, Pam. She is here. Awesome. Love you, honey. And I miss you. I miss you. We need to get together and have lunch or something. She was my... Mary, the way that works, it's exclamation point, Sunny, space, and whatever you want it to say. Okay, so I'm going to put the Be Right Back screen on for a second. I'm going to go grab the new dimensional cards that I just made, and I'm going to go get some coffee. Yeah, you didn't type anything. It just had quotation marks with nothing in there. That's one of the ways that I tested it, too. I did that a bunch. So, anyway, I will be right back. You guys were still entertaining each other while I was... Oh, gosh. This is the first time this has happened in a while. You see the light? I have not had to adjust my blinds at all for 6 months. And now I'm going to have to because just a little bit is coming through the trees. Where'd I put my phone? Before I do that, I had to move the charger off to the side. You can take a picture so that you guys can see it. Okay, photos. Okay, so this is out my window, okay? So we got all those trees and everything, and there's just a little bit, like right up in there, where it's coming through to hit me in the face. We've almost got it completely blocked, which is fabulous. Do we have ghost riders? What's up, y'all? Love it. Fabulous. Okay, I'm going to adjust this so that it's not going to be shining in my eyes. Because remember, I was complaining about that last year, year before last, on the live streams where the stuff is going in my eyes and I can't freaking see, and I still didn't shut it enough. But I wanted it, I had I think I had like just some cloth, some material up on the thing, which of course attracts dust, which of course makes it a problem for my dust allergies, right? There, now my face is back. Anyhow, what card will I make tonight? Well, what I thought I'd do, because of this past week and this past weekend and stuff, we had a summit on last weekend from the 9th through the 11th, I think. 7th through the 10th. There was a Card Maker Success Summit, and I made this card in the summit. Okay, so this is the card that I made for the summit, and I did a live stream during the day on Friday. This is still shining in my eyes. Anyway, I did a live stream on Friday for that. And one of the questions somebody had was, one of the things they said is, I wish there were more hot foil tutorials, hot foil classes. It's like, honey, I'm doing them all the time. I do them all the friggin' time. I mean, on Saturday this week, we've got another hot foil card class. It's a craft along, so it's a fun, and I think I've decided now I'm going to change the name of my craft alongs to Card Making Fun Craft Along classes, because that's what it is. We are hanging out. I'm there to answer questions, guide you through how to make a card. It's not anything really technical. But this is the one we're going to be making. So this is with a hot foil plate from last year. Okay, this one is, and it is still available. I made sure of that. So the tulips. But we're going to do a twofer. We're going to do one that's this, all nice and colored up and stuff. This is not the right one. This is actually the reverse foil from that one. So we're going to use the waste foil to make a second card. And these are just absolutely fabulous. One thing, I'm going to go ahead and point this out. This one, actually, they both turned out really, really good. I'm sorry, I love these. Anyhow, so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to play with some hot foil. If you have any questions about hot foiling, let me know. But like I said, we do have a class on Saturday for that. So we're going to be making those lovely cards. And I think I've got it as a command. Let me type it into the chat and see if it pops up right. I think. It's probably got the wrong date, but it's got the right email address. I mean, the right website. I think. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens. If it pops up in the chat with the stuff, then that's good. There we go. See, it's got the wrong date. I didn't update it. The next Craft Along class is coming up on February 17th. No, it's coming up on March 16th. And here is the web address where you can sign up for the class. So we've got that coming up. If you want the information on it, why is the Tangia thing popping up? I didn't tell it to do that. I don't know. Coffee. Are you saying I need more coffee? Oh, did I bring enough to share with the class? I only have 1 cup at the moment. It's got lots of cream in it. Oh, Mary says that she did. Mama Weissy, welcome. Anywho. Yeah, when I get tired, I get loopy. And when I have too much coffee, I get loopy. So you guys can't really tell the difference. March 16th, that is Judy's birthday. Yay. Is Judy in the house? I don't know that I've seen her. Of course, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. It's just not happening. Okay, so let me get my keyboard out of the way. Throw a notepad down and not throwing the... Yeah, I'm going to try to, have space. So this, if you're... Put it that side. Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys. Yes, somebody was talking about how they need the dies for the Queen Anne's lace. This is the card that I made with that, and this is half of the amount of little flowers and branches that it actually is designed to make. And then I kind of smushed it down, so this has got kind of a low profile compared to a lot of the dimensional flowers, but I think this is fabulous. I have extras on my desk from the last time when I was cutting them out, And it also comes with a little ladybug, which I didn't really round them too well. I did a better job the second time around.
Crafty Creations asked me, has Debbie had enough coffee?
No.
Will we make a pretty card tonight?
Yes.
Oh, come on now. Looking at Debbie J's Crafting Corner, I'd say they're practically running on caffeine fumes and sheer willpower. And pretty cards? Hell, they're about to make a masterpiece that'll knock your socks off. Just you wait and see.
Oh, thank you, Mary, for that. That was awesome. If you don't know about it, I do have the Tangia app plugged in. It turned on for the site. At the bottom, it's got a QR code to take you to the Tangia page where you can pick whatever thing you want to happen. On Twitch, it should be in the overlay. So to the right-hand side of the screen, there's that overlay thing that you should be able to click on it and use those too. And I appreciate every time you guys use that. They're hilarious. They make the streams lots of fun, and I get teeny weeny little tip from it. So I appreciate it every time you guys do that. They are so fun. Anyway, I absolutely love these, and I'm gonna I've got dies that I keep at my desk. Right now, I've got a little bit of a stash that I'm building up. I need to clean out again of things that I need to work on because it's design team things, and then all the things that I can use to go with it. And this one is one that has definitely made it to that group. Hey, Susan, welcome. Susan36 from Twitch, yay! And then this one, the video is not up for this one yet. That's a carnation. And I did a couple more of the little ladybugs from the Queen Anne's lace, and used some Queen Anne's lace on it. And these I shined up, and I think I did a little bit better job of doming them. So I need to do more of those. Thank you so much, Susan. So anyway, for those of you that missed the raid train, the VOD should still be up. You can go back and catch that if you'd like. And this is the card that we made during that. I used Simon Hurley Lunar Paste on this one. And at the beginning of the stream, I explained what Lunar Paste was because I was surprised that a lot of folks over on Twitch didn't know who Simon Hurley was. So of course I had to go brag on him because I absolutely love him. What's the background on the last card? You remember all of those embossing folder ones that I did last month? I did an embossing folder video that was nothing but all these different techniques for the embossing folder. So this is an embossing folder where I'm trying to remember. This is on shimmer cardstock, and I think I inked the Simon! Oh my God! Welcome in. I was bragging on you yesterday. We had a raid train on Twitch, and I was hanging out in one of the people's live stream, and was surprised she was using a gel press, and I was talking about how she could be using. I was talking about your inks, okay. And then I said, have you heard of this solar paste? Have you heard of the lunar paste? They had not heard of this stuff. So when I started my live stream on Twitch yesterday, that was the first thing I did. So I did a panel that I turned into the ocean background. This is with 3 of your lunar pastes. And then where did I put the other things? I had just had them. I was showing them to folks at my other stream. Okay. These are the colors that I used for this background. So this is the initial panel using your stencil. Thought it was so pretty. And then I used the waste, or what was left on the my scraper, to create another background, and that turned into the background behind the fish. And then I did add some of the the solar paste, the purple solar paste on top of the purple fish. I thought that was so cute. Anyhow, I'm also excited. I am doing your class at Creativation, so I can't wait to get to see you again. That is going to be absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to see what you're at. Of course, I showed them how the solar paste did on this. Sometimes I'm hearing guys I don't know because I'm quiet. Ooh, Simon just confessed that he's a lurker. Did you notice that your happy faces bounced across the screen? Put some more emotes in. You'll get to see more stuff pop up all over the place. Okay, now that I've been talking so long, I have to turn this back on because it's not back on yet. And since we did foil in the Card Maker Success Summit this past week, or at least that's what my session was, I figure I will do some more now, and I can answer whatever questions I may have missed. Last summit that I did foil, I did do. Yes, I'm so excited. I know Amanda's going to be there, and celebrity lurkers. Oh my God, I feel blessed. I feel so blessed that Simon is lurking in my channel. I mean, I mean, it's Simon Hurley. It's friggin' Simon Hurley, you know? Okay, so I brought out also a bunch of my foils. This is just some of my stash. Yeah, I love all things shiny. And I think what I'm going to work with is something from one of the new collections. Let me see what we've got. I may change my mind because since Simon's here, I do have some Simon stuff in my stash. Has anybody heard whether or not Dawn is going live at 7 o'clock? Because of the time change, our dinner's not until 8 now. So I may have time to make more than one card. But part of what I've got is some BetterPress stuff, which is fabulous with foil. And I haven't tried them yet. I think I want to do this one. That's Giannis Makula's new Celebrate. It also has I also have a, whatchamacallit, a hot foil stamp. No. Wax seal stamp. God, my brain is just gone. This is another one of those real cool registration sets. I heard that new Simon Hurley Spellbinders release is really good. Of course it is. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I was going back through my list of things I needed to work on, Simon, and realized, and I'm going to just confess, I realized that I accidentally used something last month that wasn't coming out until this month because I thought it was released last month. And I love it, and I've used it on a few different cards, and I'm going to use it again. And that's this guy. I love this text stamp. I absolutely love it. And I used it on a few different projects last month, thinking it was part of last month's collection. This is another one of those things that's going to be sitting in my little stash bin for me to use all year long. Hey, Stamper Girl! Dallas is in the house. And I've already played with this one a little bit just to try it out. I love this. This is an embossing folder, a 3D embossing folder, and I added ink. So this is one of the first things I was playing with as soon as I got this stuff. If I keep talking, I'm not going to get anything done. And Blossom is here. Welcome. So this we've got, I don't know if this is going to go good with heat. I think what I'm going to do is do a twofer. And that does not have anything on there, so we will give this one a try. How is Lunar Paste in comparison to Luster Wax? I have not tried Luster Wax. Lunar Paste I know is right here beside me. This is blue. This is Beluga. This is actually the one that I pulled out when I did that other panel. Where did I put the panel? Not that one, but when I was showing it during that live stream over on Twitch, this is Beluga. So this that looks white is not white. It's white if you put it on light cardstock. You're not going to see it much. You have to tilt it in the light, and then you get kind of the shimmery. But when you put it on dark cardstock, yeah. Yeah, I know. This stuff, I love all. Here's my thought when it comes to products. You don't have to have all the things. You don't need them all. You need what you need to be able to make what you want to make, right? But having some of the specialty products and tools kind of takes it up a notch and makes everything easier. Okay, the thing you're seeing probably is something from Frosty Tools, because apparently there is an ad break right now on Twitch. So let me pull that one up. Thank you for your patience. Your support during these ad breaks keeps the stream alive and thriving. Stay tuned. The conversation never ends here. I wish they had this for YouTube, but it's not. Which film marks the final directorial masterpiece of Stanley Kubrick? Find out when this ad ends in a minute. So Mary's going back and forth between the two. Susan Tremper says, "Hi Dallas, I was channeling you this afternoon. Been die cutting fluorescent papers." Ooh, that's fabulous. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna, I gotta get started. I'm so bad with these. I love chatting with you guys, and we always have so much fun. But yeah, I do. Okay, so now we have Frosty Tools' answer. Stanley Kubrick's final contribution to the cinematic world was the enigmatic and provocative Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, that also tells me that the ads are over on the Twitch ads are done. If you're not wanting to get the ads, the way to avoid it on Twitch, because they're automatic, there's not really anything I can do about it, it would be to just sub to my channel over there. It's entirely up to you, and if you haven't already used your Amazon Prime sub over there, I would love for you to use it for mine, but I would say if you haven't used it somewhere, use it on someone's channel because it's basically free money. Susan's wanting to know if Idolite has recovered from the Card Maker Success Summit. I haven't yet. Yeah. Okay, we're going to try this. Now, one of the things that you guys probably know that I've said multiple times is that you can foil with your BetterPress plates. Now, this one, I have to be careful with it. I think what I'm going to do, first off, my marks are almost disappeared from my panel here. I'm going to try to put it pretty much in the center, and then I can trim the edges if I want. I'm going to start off with the big piece here, and this one I'm going to do with foil. And then for these, I'll use my BetterPress system. So I'm going to do a combination. I haven't done a combination of these before, but I think it's going to turn out awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just heat that up a little bit. I also have a bad habit of just using regular cardstock instead of... I know I have cardstock over here that's cut. Instead of using the specialty cardstock, and that's because I have some, but I don't remember where it is, and so far I haven't found it. What I'm probably going to have to do is I'm going to probably have to just order some. And do I want to use regular cardstock or do I want to use heavyweight? I think I'm going to use a piece of heavyweight, which is going to be half of a card base, and that's because on the BetterPress you get a better impression if you use the heavyweight cardstock, if it's a thicker cardstock. So this looks like it is basically ready to go, but I don't have any foil out. I want you guys' opinion. Mary, I know your answer is purple. What color should I have the sentiment, this celebrate? What color do you guys want? Because guess what? Somebody's going to be getting this card. So Eyeline says, Susan Trimper seen almost all of the lives, but just one pre-recorded session. Work is not waiting. And parallel, I'm doing something about gardening. And Mary has got purple hearts all over because she wants me to use purple for this celebration. She's putting a lot of them up. Oh my God. Stamper Girl says green. Yeah, well, what was going on with me, Susan? And the reason that and Eyeline says gold, Maureen says purple. Okay, so we've got 2 purples, 1 green, and 1 gold. So this weekend, not only did we have the Card Maker Success Summit, which is always absolutely fabulous, and if you missed stuff and you haven't, yeah, if you want to, you can always go and still get your VIP All Access Pass, and you can still use my link if you want for that, and that's Debbie J's Crafting Corner. I think I've got it as another command, if I didn't delete it already. I think it's CMSS, I think. Might help if it actually typed. The color of my nails. I don't think I have any foil that says color. Okay, I think that one is going to give the All Access Pass or the link for the free ticket that now that the free ticket is gone, because you can't get it because it's already gone. It should take you to the regular. And also, it's not a wait list anymore because, yeah, the summit's already happened. By the way, there's another one coming up in August. Just saying. Okay, so now this is a real pretty one too. This is probably closest to the color of my nails. This one is called Moon Dust, and it's like a blue-green shimmery iridescent. That one is super pretty. Do I have any purple? I don't know that I've actually got any purple. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check another bin. I went through all of my foils, and I've got 2 bins of all of the colors that I've got, and then I've got my excess elsewhere. So if I don't have the color here, I do have rainbow. Of course, I always put everything in a safe place. That's why I can't find it. Okay, so I've got a lot of polished brass. I've got silver. I've got rainbow confetti. I've got rainbow and mini rainbow. And then I've got gold. I don't have any purple. This one is absolutely gorgeous, though. So I'm kind of thinking one of... Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these. I'm going to let you guys vote. Let's see if I can remember how to... I would say I would put up a... Oh, Susan said, I did say all of the above colors. Mary Mary gasps because I don't have any purple. Well, I do have magenta, but it does not transfer well. I think it's just that specific roll. That's the one. All of these. So you're thinking, okay, we got these three. So these are, this one is regular rainbow. This one is mini rainbow, and it does have purple in it. And then this one is rainbow confetti, which also gives a really cool design. Does one of them come in have purple? Because I know mine does. Yes, these three have purple in them. So I guess that means that my favorite color is not going to be... Susan says, but I like the teal. I may have to do more than one. Okay, I'm going to pick rainbow confetti. And the others are going to the side, so I have easy access. Okay, Mary, you can stop it now. Oh, and of course, I'm looking at the wrong screen. You had already stopped. See, this is really cool. And it does have lots of purple in it. And this cool tool is our quick cutter. Yeah. Comes with a couple of blades. One says foil, one says paper. You only use the foil one on foil because what happens? What happens if you use a blade on paper? It gets dull. So Mary says, no, it looks like leopard. Actually, that's what I thought too when I first saw it. And sorry, the lighting, it doesn't show. There we go. This way it looks, you can see it a little bit better. I was surprised at how fabulous it was. Okay, I'm putting your comment up, Ms. Blossom. Thank you, Simon, for clarifying that for me. I use luster wax a lot in my cards, but I'm very interested in trying these lunar paste and solar paste everyone is using. And then we had a new person pop in that I missed their name. That is Suzette. Welcome, Suzette. Yeah, I love Simon's paste. I don't use them enough, and I realized that I haven't been using them enough because they're starting to get a little bit thicker. My newer ones are really, really creamy, and I didn't realize how much of a difference there was between the ones. But the older ones they're not drying out, but they are thicker. And I don't know, maybe Simon can tell me, I don't know if there's a way to kind of help reconstitute it. Will water help or will water hurt? Because I don't want to cause a problem with them. Since that is already on here heating, I'm going to use my little template here to tell me how much space I need. And looks like right about there should be good. I'm going to give myself a little extra. And the reason I got this guy, the quick cutter, is because during the summer especially, when it's hot and I'm in Florida and the AC is on all the time, it blows on everything. So it blows my foil, it blows my embossing powder, which is why I don't use it as often as I probably should. But when it's blowing around like that, it's kind of a pain, you know? It means that I can't get anything to really stay where it needs to, and it's difficult. So whenever you're using hot foil, we've got our pretty shiny side, and then we've got our matte gray side. This is the side that has the adhesive on it. Okay, whenever you're using foil of any kind, the gray side, the non-shiny side, is the part that goes against your paper. Okay, in this case, that's also where it is the adhesive. So the reason I say it that way is because when you're doing foil through a laminator or my fuse system that I've got over here too, you're going to usually do it shiny side up. When you put it on the Glimmer system, you do shiny side down because this needs to press against the hot foil plate. So I'm putting it on here, and then I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to place it right down on my Glimmer system. Then we've got our thin shim and our spacer pad, and apparently I unplugged it. Hey, Miss Judy, welcome, welcome. So now I got to turn it back on. Apparently moving it, I accidentally unplugged it. So it's going to take a second for that to heat up, and then we'll run it through our die cutting machine. And then for my flowers, let's see. I've got a bunch of these guys, and I love that they fit in the Ranger. Now, I haven't seen Dawn yet, Gloria. I was asking at the beginning of stream if anybody knows if she's going live or not. I didn't see. I've got her page up. I've actually got her, or did have her YouTube page up, and didn't see that she was going live or anything yet, or hadn't scheduled it yet. Because I know that sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and that's totally fine. Maybe I've got it on a different one. Did I close that for some reason? I'm an idiot. I don't know. But no, I haven't heard from her. I'm hoping that she's going to go live, but if she's not, our dinner time is changed because of the time change. I think I told you guys last fall when it changed the first time that my husband is not changing he's not changing his clocks. The clocks are changing, but he's not changing what time it is he goes to bed or whatever. So yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff with the airports. I don't know if she's even in town. Oh, no, she's supposed to be here, right? I haven't heard from her. Dang it. She's probably not going live because she's not at home. She's supposed to be in Florida. I think for the flowers, I'm going to do, well, let's see what the foil looks like first. I've got a bunch of different ones there. This is now ready to go, I think. I'm going to hit the timer because I didn't do it yet. And I could do these all in green because it's going to be a little hard for me to take to do anything about those others, but it doesn't have to. Also got tawny brown, which is kind of a neutral, and then we could color the leaves, and I'm going to go with green because then I can color everything else and that'll be pretty. Okay. I think is the music loud enough, or do I need to amp it up a little bit? Because I can turn it up on me, and I can hear it, and I can dance, but yeah. Don't want to lose this, and I will lose it, and I have lost it before. Don't want to do that. So let me get these other cards out of the way. Yay, that's done. So let me just grab my Platinum 6. And like I was saying earlier, I used to do all my die cutting standing up. I don't have to do that because I got this little guy. And except that I got too much stuff on my desk still. Let me move this stuff out of the way so I actually have room for it to crank through. Can that fit over there? Maybe? Maybe. Okay. Just pull this out and we're going to run it through. And this is the first use of this one, so I think it's going to be awesome. You're good with the current volume. Fabulous. These are some of the easiest cards to make. Hot foil and BetterPress are two of the easiest ones to do once you get the hang of it. So you can see the imprints. Thank you, Mary. She's trying to liven things up over on the Twitch side. Do I still have my train over there? I think I do. There we go. I'm going to put the train up. So the train is actually from the thing, the raid train. We did a raid train on Twitch over the weekend too. Okay, so this did get a little bit extra hot. So you can see there is a bit on there that's extra, which the only downside is that means that this is not going to be a clean, if I tried to use the waste on another project, it's not going to be as clean because extra came off of it. So I'm still going to save it and we're going to see. And then I'm going to just grab a brush and brush off the excess. And it looks like I still have a little on there that I don't want. So I'm going to try another thing. Cut the corners on an angle. Well, that's good. You can do that, and you can definitely trim it down close enough to the edge on there. My problem is I let this thing heat up, and then I let it heat up again. But yeah, you can do that, but it also limits how much of the waste foil you can use. Because if you cut it too tight, you got to throw the whole thing away. You don't have anything that you can use with one of those solid plates. Oh. And it looks like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to use this because, look, I already pulled up some of the foil. Some of the purple. And it looks like we've got another ad going on over on the Twitch side. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, and I think I'm going to do another one anyway so we can see the difference. Let's go with just some silver because I have lots of silver over here. And I will cut it smaller. Where's my scissors? Because this is still pretty hot. Now this one is cut closer, so it should do better. And just lay that on there, and we're going to go ahead and plug it back in. Repeat, gasp. So I'm going to do another of these in the silver. I tried cleaning this one up a little bit. Here's the thing, I'm not sure exactly why on it, but sometimes you can use some tape to remove the excess, but sometimes it starts to pull up the actual foil that you don't want to. And right here is where I pulled up some of the actual foil that I wanted to stay. And I think it was I'm thinking it might be some of the purple, but the thing is, this one's still going to look kind of cool anyway because it's got all those different colors. But we're going to do another one in silver. Okay, so Stamper Girl says that you go Fridays 8:30 CDT. So is that, oh, that's when you go live. Awesome. So Stamper Girl is, let me see if I can do, I can't because I didn't pull the thing up. Next time someone chats, I will be able to though. I forgot to pull up my streamer bot chat because I don't know if I've got the shout. Yeah, I can't do it over there. On the Twitch side, I've got a shout out command. I don't know if I've got a shout out on the YouTube side set up, but I can give it a try. Let's see if I do her and hit the button. Let's see if it does anything. Welcome, welcome. So I don't know if this is going to actually do a shout out or not. I did try doing a test earlier, but I turned things on and turned things off because it doesn't always work. Hey, Mommy. Mommy Lala's in the house. Yay. Subs equals bell. Yes. So it looks like I don't have that turned on. Let me see if I can actually turn it on and we can test it and see if it works. While this is heating up. Now I hit the timer. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so that one. Little monkey face. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to enable that. I'm gonna enable that. I don't know that this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. I think it's gonna mess up, but that's okay. And then I need to make sure that this is actually what I wanted. So okay, that's not what I wanted. So now I'm waiting to see who's here. Okay, that's why I didn't do it. Look at that. That is not working right. That is not working right. So that is getting turned off. I have to figure out why it's doing that. And yeah, hopefully it stops. That was crazy. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It did put a lot of hearts in the chat. I mean, in the screen, where now I can't see anything. Okay, let's see if it stopped. I disabled it. I'm spamming my own chat. I did not mean to. I was trying to turn on the shout out command because I'd gotten one to work for a little bit and then it stopped working and I don't know why. It's probably where YouTube changed their thing. Yeah. Okay, it stopped. That's good. That's good. Okay, this is ready to go through, so we're going to run it through our die cutting machine. We're going to see how the silver does compared to that rainbow. Because rainbow worked great last time I used it. I think I probably got it too hot. And that's because I forgot to hit the button and yada yada yada, right? Okay. That looks perfect. This one looks absolutely perfect. And this one, I did cut it closer, which means it's going to be harder to use on another project, but I may be able to and just trim it closer. This one's going to be one that I'll probably need to use a large rectangle solid plate on. And let's turn this off. And is there anywhere for me to put it? I don't know if I've got a place to put it now. Things. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. Slide that over. And now we're going to grab out our BetterPress. Mommy is just waking up, half awake, half asleep. Yeah, that's why you popped in. Yeah, you want me to wake you up. So the plates that we're using for anybody who's popped in since I got started are the new from Janis Makula and Spellbinders Celebrate Flowers. This is a BetterPress plate, and what I did is I did the Celebrate I did in hot foil. Now we're going to come back in with this plate, and we're going to do the BetterPress part. This is also the first time I'm trying doing combination. It makes sense in my brain for it to work, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem, but you never know. Okay. So this is an extra piece. This is actually a piece of heavyweight cardstock that do we have a, I think we have a, no, we did have a thing over there. Okay, never mind. I was looking at Twitch and it looked like we were having another ad, but it looks like the ad was over, so that's fine. So I use an extra piece if I'm using regular cardstock to give a little extra pressure. It already comes with 3 shims, and this is because the paper that they came out initially was a little thinner than what they were planning on coming out with, so they've got the shims in there until they get the new ones. I don't even know if the new stuff is out, but it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be like 120 pound instead of 110, so that's going to be fabulous, and it's that nice linen cotton. Oh yeah, it's going to be so pretty. Okay, so I've got my registration, because this is one of the new registration ones, and this I can, okay, we've got, I'm looking to see which is the top and which is the bottom. I'm basically looking for the words. There we go. So this is, I can tell this is where that one's supposed to go, so I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to tape it in place. Just grabbing some mint tape. Okay, and the hard part is going to be making sure that we get everything lined up exactly straight. I think I'm gonna take this off first. Let's get this out of the way. So I want to make sure it lines up correctly for it to be where it needs to be on here, right? Okay. So that tells me I've got it shifted a little bit up because right here is the edge of that one. And let me grab a... Somebody let Sully out. Neri, was that you? Okay, so I'm going to carefully just mark where the corner is. And mark it here. Right under the green line that's on my template here, okay? And since I'm probably going to be cutting it smaller anyway, let's just go ahead and trim that. That way I can get it lined up on those sides correctly so that it's going to be perfect, right? He has a mind of his own. I have no control over Sully. Oh my God, Mary. Okay, so I just trimmed that one. Now I'm going to just double check. Okay, and it looks like at the bottom, it does look like it's lined up, and it looks like it's lined up around my words. So that's good. So now I can trim this side, and just have to remember that it's this corner, yeah, I'm marking it, that needs to go in that bottom corner there. So this needs to get taped. I've got too many tapes. And I like them all. And I'm going to show you again how I did that. Okay, so this is the corner that I trimmed. So I've marked it back here and I've got it right in that corner where those marks are. Okay, so the registration marks on my BetterPress platen go there. So that means on this one it needs to be lined up on this side because this is going to flip over. Okay, I did it backwards. I'm glad I was checking. I would have been stamping on the back of this. That's not what I need to do. Okay, I'm doing this again. This needs to be face up. Okay, this corner needs to be in the corner. Oh my God. I need more coffee. Susan's laughing at me. Sigh. Okay, so now I can put this and the registration down in here. Okay, so it needs to be lined up still with that corner, I think. Yeah, the E corner. And lining it up with that green line because everything's got registration marks on it. Wrong. It goes upside down. Because this is going this way. The A side needs to be over here. Okay, so it needs to line up on the other side. I will get this straight eventually. I promise. Okay, and then this guy goes on here, and it goes... It goes there. So we've got green registration marks for that one, and I need my magnet because I can't lift this off. Okay, there we go. I've got it lined up on there. And since this is plastic, it's going to clean up easy. Because that's something else I've been seeing more people doing. Yeah, all the different directions, right? Jennifer McGuire is using excess packaging. Other folks are using a silicone mat to the side to ink up their BetterPress so that they don't make a mess all over the place. So this registration thing is acetate. It's printed on acetate, so I'm going to be able to just wipe it right clean with
Mary's
no problem.
Crafty Creation asked me, will Debbie J Get this figured out.
Oh,
Tell
God,
me,
Mary has
Debbie
no
J's about
confidence
to
in
figure
me.
this out like a wolf on the hunt, smooth and sharp. This ain't their first rodeo. Just
This
sit
ain't my
back,
first
grab
rodeo,
some
woman.
popcorn, and watch the show. They'll have it wrapped up tighter than Marcellus Wallace's briefcase.
Okay. So now we're going to flip it. Just double checking. The A side is on this side. Yes. Yes, it's right. Okay. So now I'm just going to put that down. Grab. I told you this is the first time I've used this. Y'all get to see what it's like every time when I'm trying something brand new, right? And now we're going to run this through. Fingers crossed. You just love listening to his voice. You just give him stuff to say. Okay, I get it. Perfect. Perfect. There is a tiny bit that went over the B, so I think it could... Well, actually, I think that's probably the way it was supposed to be. Okay, looking at this, it looks like the flower inside the B is just a touch. Like not even 1/8 of an inch up higher than it's supposed to be. But lovely. Just lovely. Okay, now we can do the colorful one. And I think I'm going to do it with the green also. Okay, except that's all messy now. I'm going to have to clean it up because I don't know for sure it's going to be in the same spot. But this is lovely. Now, and since it's the BetterPress ink, it's already dry, so we can color this up whenever we're ready to. You can use watercolors on it. You can use alcohol markers on it. Either way, doesn't matter. This is an archival ink, so it's going to work with whatever coloring medium you want to do. I've even got watercolor pencils over here that I might try out on it. Haven't decided. Okay, let's get this guy off. Can I see the azalea color, please? What? What azalea color are you talking about, Susan? Tell me, because I'm probably just being stupid and I don't remember. Okay, so I gotta wipe that off. Oh, BetterPress. Okay, BetterPress. I've got hydrangea. And I have French blue. I've got this pink that is... That's the azalea. Can you roar your way into knowing which creature represented the Chinese year in 1998? Thank you for your patience, your support during your... Thank you for your patience. Your support during these ad breaks keeps the stream alive and striving. More peach or pink. It's got a touch of peach. It's not a yellowy peach. It's kind of a pinky peach, so it's kind of in the middle. I think it's pretty. Now, that's probably the bad thing about doing the videos is I think you can never get the color to actually match, you know? It just does not do it. I try to adjust it, and it still never matches completely. So it doesn't look exactly the same in person as what you see on screen. Okay, so I've got to turn this over, line it back up to see where I need my green marks to go. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last one. And this is probably why. It has to do with whether or not you lined it up exactly perfect the first time. Okay. I'm going to say that is close enough. Shipwreck! Welcome! Okay, guys. Shipwreck was the... Okay, you guys all saw last week the ad that I ran during my live stream for the raid train, right? And a lot of you guys loved it and wanted me to use parts of it, and I probably will. He's the one, Shipwreck is the one who created that for us. So give him lots and lots of love in the chat, okay? Put lots of things up on the... Bonjour, Shipwreck! Cassima is saying hello too. Welcome, welcome. So a lot of you guys can't see the comments, so here's some of them from Twitch. So Shipwreck V27 is the one who created that that fun animation for us. He's also the better half of Supreme Doom, who is the one that put together our raid train for us. Okay, Cassima is saying hello. Shipwreck says, haha, you are too kind. Yes, we love you, Ship, even if you won't go get Supreme coffee. Yeah. Okay, so I got to make sure that this is lined up right. I've got it taped on one spot so that hopefully it'll stay in place. And then I'm going to just draw a line right at those registration marks. Yep, that matches. Awesome. And that way I can trim it down and we can line it up perfect. Now, what would probably have been smart, well, I don't know that I could actually line up my foil correctly. If I have I'm going to have to do one of the registration things on paper, because that I know I can use in my Glimmer system. Which just means running this through my scanner and printing a copy. Or you could just use a regular Xerox machine and that'll work. Okay, so that's going to be fine. And then we're going to put this one opposite direction down, again with the registration in the corner there. So that's taped in place. Now that I know what I'm doing, right? And I need to trim this one down. Yes, how many of you guys put things on the floor because you don't have room on your desk? Shipwreck says, lol, I got her coffee. So when you are busy crafting, do you put things down on your floor because you don't have enough room on your desk? Give me purple hearts for yes and green hearts for no. Let's see what color fills up the screen. Y'all don't know how to follow directions, do you? I don't see any hearts up there yet. Hey, Cindy Decker, welcome, welcome. She put up green hearts. Purple hearts for yes, green hearts for no. Idolite says that she does put them on there. Cindy says that she doesn't put stuff on the floor. And Susan says cats will get into them if they're on the floor. Okay, have to remember, this goes face up on my system here, right? I'm getting a couple pieces of tape. Okay, I guess we had a farty dance. Okay, hopefully I've got these lined up well enough. Shipwreck laughed. You're gonna find it. It's Tangia. That little farty guy is Tangia. Okay, now we can put this guy back on there, and because I don't want to get my hands all green, I'm gonna just put it on there with this, with my magnet. Come on, go on there right. Okay, it's close. There, I think that's good enough. We're gonna go down again with the, oh my God, who ordered him the beans? Hey, Miss Melissa, how are you doing in cold Alaska? Miss Melissa likes coming down to Mexico for the warmer weather during the winter, and then she has to go back to where it's cold. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over. And then we're going to run it through our die cutting machine, and then we're going to have our magic. And hopefully, I haven't asked, but hopefully Denzel is going to be at Creativation again, so I can say hi. I know that there are going to be some folks there. Yana's not going to be there. I already asked her, and she's not able to come. She's still going to be in the Ukraine. So, because you know all the stuff in the Ukraine. But hopefully a couple of the other people, Nicole and Mary, I think her name is, but hopefully I'll get to see some of them. Well, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Okay, so that one was not as close. I think I was a little off on it, but it still looks cool. Yeah, I think for whatever reason, it wasn't positioned quite right. But if you use the thing the correct way, what I should have done is I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a copy of the acetate one to work in my Glimmer system on paper. And then I've got another one, the one that I used last month, which was the thank you, that was just gorgeous. That one I think I need to do, instead of having paper, I need to print it on acetate. So, yeah, I think that'll be cool. Okay, let's wipe this off again. I need to clean this. Okay, so this is some heavy duty archival ink, so you want to use archival ink cleaner for it. It's Celebrate, Deadly. Welcome in. Deadly was saying, what is Cel-ider or Celber? It is celebrate. Celebrate. He's being funny. And then I have another question. How are you guys liking these multi-streams that I've been doing on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook together? On Facebook, I think mostly I'm getting folks that are watching the replay. You thought I ate Celeber? Okay, yeah. Anyway. So I know you guys are getting to meet more folks because they're on the other platform, even if you don't get to see it so much. So I like being able to put up some of the comments, and I'm trying to reply to everybody, and hopefully you guys will get to know them all. Mary says, I have fun. I don't do much Facebook. So Mary's Crafty Creation is going back and forth between the YouTube and the Twitch streams. So she is hanging out. Melissa says, I always watch you on YouTube. Fabulous. I do have a button somewhere that brings up the thing asking, where are you watching from? But yeah, and I'm not doing the vertical today. I didn't do vertical last week either. There were some issues. Deadly says, hi, Mary. Heather says she likes the combo. Welcome in, Heather. Okay, Idleline says not on Facebook, just YouTube. Yep, well, even with the Summit videos, the Summit live streams from this last week, I watched primarily on YouTube. Although I did pop in both places. I'm almost always give the views on YouTube because I kind of understand how that algorithm works better. I really don't understand the stuff on Facebook yet. Okay, so we got 2 cards. And this one turned out better than this one, just with the positioning. So I think it's one of those things that's going to just take me some practice, and I do think that having 2 registration things is probably going to be the best option for me. One, the acetate one is going to work great on the BetterPress, and the paper one will work great on the Glimmer. I'm not willing to test that acetate one on the Glimmer and have it melt. Yeah. So that's why I didn't use it on that one. I didn't want to take a chance. Okay, so Mary is probably asking about fork knife. Some of these folks are my buddies that I play Fortnite with, and there was a new drop of brand new things over on Fortnite this week, which we were supposed to play on Friday, and Friday we didn't get to. Instead, we were doing on Jax's channel. She had Jackbox games. Anyway, she had these, like, Trivia Murder Party is like a trivia game where if you don't answer correctly, or if you answer worse, then you wind up dying or something in the game. It was fun. And then some of the stuff was just ridiculous. So we were playing that while we were waiting for Fortnite to come up. And of course, while we're doing that, also I'm multitasking and doing some video stuff and editing and all the things. Bombs. Okay. These are some really kind of small images. I think I'm going to just grab out my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils if I can get to them. They're like at the bottom of all of this stuff. I tried, okay, when it comes to organizing your craft space, what do you have to do? You put the things you're going to use the most in your immediate vicinity because that is prime real estate, right? I got a lot more stuff than what I got in here right now. They're saying Bonjour Shipwreck on YouTube. So Suzette is saying Bonjour Shipwreck. So I keep a lot of my inks right here so that they're an easy access so I don't have to get up and go get them like I did at the beginning of the stream and I had to go get all of my Glimmer stuff. But this makes it a little bit easier for me to access everything. Mary's curious about something. Don't know what, but then it is Mary. Okay, so I've got some colored card bases. I could use, just repacked that. Let's see. I do have a purple. This is actually purple, so I'll put that one with the purple because Mary and purple. And then this one, I think I'll do the light blue. And of course, both of them are kind of trimmed wrong, so I'm going to trim them down real quick. Gotta go feed the cat. Oh, curious to know what level Deadly is, but he doesn't know. And Blossom says, I was watching on Facebook, but you couldn't see me, so I moved over here to Old Faithful YouTube. Well, thank you so much. I actually was over on... Here's another thing. I don't really know how to see the chat. I'm on my profile page, and I've got the chat up right there, and it's got my buddy Pam on there. She is Mammosads on Facebook. But when I'm looking at the one that is for my Facebook group, it does show that there's one There we go. Now I've got it. Okay. Actually, there's no comments on there. Yeah, there's no comments on that one either. So I don't know. I don't understand. Anyhow, Facebook is weird. It's really, really hard. You need to be able to talk. Yeah, Mary definitely always needs to be able to talk. She's as bad as me. Okay, I'm trimming this one down a little bit smaller than A2 because it was folded crooked. That sometimes happens, and that side's off too. So it's probably going to be 4 inches. This one's going to be a 4-inch by 5.5. And that's fine. Nobody else will even notice because we're going to trim our panel down to be a little bit smaller than what our card base is, and it's going to be perfect. This one, I also don't remember how long it's been since I made those. So this one I'm going to trim just a touch because it was a little bit off at the bottom. The rest of it looks like it's pretty good. Actually, let's do that one too. The top was a little bit off. This one gets to stay at 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. So we're going to do the silver on the blue, and we're going to do the multicolor on the purple. And I'm going to use Tim Holtz watercolor pencils, which means you can use them as watercolor, you can use them as pencils. You can go either way. I think I do have a couple of water pencils here. Water brushes here that probably need to be replaced because they're just old. And I'm going to start off with green because I don't know what color flowers I want to go with. You might be right, Susan. Okay. Maybe Facebook is just full of more celebrity lurkers. That would be awesome. Do I have any more celebrity lurkers in here? I would love for you to say hello. I am still tickled that Simon popped in. I really am. He is one of my favorite people. And he is just so friggin' talented. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of the watercolor off of my oh, that's a question I need to ask while we're doing the chat, while we're doing the ads over on Twitch. I'm going to ask this to any Canadians in the house. What is this? What do you guys as Canadians call this thing? Nobody's answering, but Mary did say that Simon is so sweet and talented. She's not answering me as to what this is. Yes, it's a distress pencil, but that's not what I'm asking you. Okay, let's say it's not Tim Holtz and it's not watercolor. What is it? She's trying to get around it because she probably already knows why I'm asking. So let's look and see what it was that Frosty Tools was saying. Susan is just thinking about that one because she doesn't know either. Okay, so Frosty Tools says, now a verse from our collective tale in Debbie J's Crafting Corner. The chat's alive with cheer. Bonjours flying around. Fred, this scroll thing is not where I want it. Okay. Friends appear and draw near. Cassimus sends love while Shipwreck plays the jester, bringing coffee, mirth, and stickers. For a gesture, new followers join the fray with questions in their wake, while Mary keeps it smooth, no details left to fake. YouTube's watching too, as our crafters banter free, curious and laughing. It's a cozy corner spree. Susan says she's not a Canadian. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And I love her to death. I'm almost positive this was Supreme. It was saying that this is a, it wasn't a colored pencil. Yes, I love the Frosty Bot. It's not a colored pencil. It's a crayon. It's a pencil crayon. That's what she was calling it. And I think I know why. She was holding a Crayola box and she was covering the top and the bottom, of the words. I'm pretty sure it said colored pencils and then crayon, whatever it is, which is the French way, because Canadian, French, the whole thing. But yeah, she was calling it. Is Twitch a free platform? Yes. Twitch is another, okay, you go to twitch.tv, and I am over there as Debbie J's Crafting Corner, just like everywhere. And yeah, it's free to watch. You can subscribe to the channels if you choose to, and that helps you to avoid the ads that run and all the things, kind of like, actually, I don't think YouTube has got that yet on here, and that would be awesome. If anybody from YouTube is watching, if you have it on there and I don't know about it, please tell me. But how about if you're a member to the channel, let them not have to deal with the ads? That'd just be a nice thing. Suzette is in Canada. Woohoo! So Suzette is in Canada. Supreme Doom, I think it's 56. Anyway, Supreme Doom is Canadian. Mary's Crafty Creations is Canadian. There's a lot of folks up there. I watch a lot of different Twitch streams and actually YouTube streams where folks are from Canada. Amy R, I think, is Canadian. Amy R is awesome. Love her stuff. Okay, so just adding a little bit of color down. I'm not adding a lot of water. I mean, this is watercolor paper. I decided to use watercolor paper. No, this was a card base. This is a regular card base. But you could use watercolor paper, but you don't want to put too much water down if you're doing, watercolor on cardstock, because it will warp your paper in a heartbeat. And somebody else is popping in to say hi. Hello, Miss Elizabeth. I call them crayons all the time. They don't feel like a pencil to me. Yep. Some do. These are not actually wood. If they were actually wood ones, I would call them regular. They would be like regular pencils. But no, she was just using regular colored pencils from Crayola, and she was calling them pencil crayons. Okay, so we've got a little bit of the green down on that one. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And then we can color up our flowers. So is anybody going live around 7? Because it's right now it's 7 o'clock, but I'm not going to stop yet. Like I said, because of the time change, our dinner time isn't going to be until 8. So I actually have a little bit of time. Oops, I just made a mess. Let me get another brush to try to clean some of that up. It's just that those little leaves are so teeny that when I added the color down, kind of went a little bit that I didn't want. Dallas says she's going to be asleep around 7 o'clock. So I don't remember, where are you located? That might be why you're going to be asleep at 7 Eastern. Oh, another question for you. I know I keep on asking questions. How many of you guys watched? I know the summit was long and there were a lot of live streams, and then there was the Great Train going on, the whole thing. We had lots of stuff going on this weekend. How many of you guys got to see my presentation at the summit this weekend? Okay, so we've got all the green. Thank you so much, Mary. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let YouTube and me know that you like the stream. I figure if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be here. But yeah, let YouTube know whether or not you like hanging out with me. Okay, so we've got, I think I'm going to try to find, ooh, here's a purple. How about some villainous potion, Miss Mary? You like that color? Susan says, not yet. That is what the VIP is for. Absolutely. And Blossom says, I always say map pencils, crayons, and markers. And Melissa says, sorry, I'm playing catch up on most things right now. Absolutely. I've got lots of stuff still I've got to get done in the next week and a half before rushing off to hang out with Amanda and Aaron and all the people at Creativation and sending you guys. I do plan on doing lots of lives. So when we went to, where did we go this weekend? We went to Lou Gardens this weekend. Luckily for just a couple of hours. That's one of the things I asked Todd. It's like, okay, how long is this going to take? And he said 4 hours. Yeah, we weren't even gone 4 hours. Mostly because I think number one, he's got most of the things. He's got most of the plants already. So he's got a lot of the plants, and then he also knew pretty much who he wanted to talk to. So we got another new bamboo and some other plants. There's some plant that he wanted to talk to the actually the guys that work at Lou Gardens, because they were supposed to have a specific plant that he wanted. And when we were asking if the guy was there, because we almost left because we couldn't find that specific booth, right? It's kind of like a craft show where there's a ton of booths. It's the same thing with a lot of plants. It's a plant show. So we almost left, and we asked the lady up at the front gate where it was, and told him what it was that we were going to do. Can I move into your suitcase? I would love to meet Simon. Simon, are you still here? Simon was in the chat a little earlier. Yeah, I would love for you guys to meet Simon. He is so super sweet. I was shocked when they didn't know who he was on the raid train, so I hope I got to introduce some of his cool things to them, and hopefully they will come and find him on YouTube and watch some of his stuff. I mean, there are some of the bigger YouTube folks, bigger creators that have got a Twitch or a Twitch channel and do stream there. Gina K, whenever she goes live on YouTube, she also goes live on Twitch, but there's usually like one other person in the chat, so I wind up, like a lot of you guys, popping over to the YouTube side instead. But We should probably try to just kind of raid her a bit. You know, go hang out on her channel. Next time she goes live on YouTube, pop over to Twitch too. It's the same name, Gina K Designs, so you should be able to find it without a problem. But yeah, she's live every time. She goes live on both. Okay, so what do you guys think? Mary, is this good enough? I gave you purple flowers. So we got purple flowers for that one, and then we'll have it on that purple background. And for this one, I'm going to wipe that up in case it's got some purple color in the water. And this one, I kind of want some red. Let's go a little bit bold. This one, barn door. Do I want barn? I don't want barn door. I want, which one's this one? I think this one is, if this one's candied apple, that's what I want. Candied apple. Yay. So I got some candied apple. And I'm going to do the same thing. It looks like I missed a couple of the green leaves too. There's some green leaves here that I got to go back and do. And I'll probably go in a couple of times to make these darker red. And that I'm going to leave as a leaf. That needs to be a leaf, yeah. But these are real simple coloring. It doesn't take a lot to do these. Most of the work was just getting everything lined up right. And if you stick to just the BetterPress, that registration thing is going to be perfect for it. The only reason I had a little bit of issue, and it wasn't really much, but the only reason I had a little bit of issue on there is that I was using two systems. I was using the Glimmer and the BetterPress. Okay, next grab back out my green and finish up those little leaves. And since this is almost done, I just have to add it to, cut them down and add them to card bases and such. And maybe, I don't know if I'll do a matting or not. I might. Why don't you guys, let me make sure I can start this thing. Is anybody interested in winning one of these cards? Let's get that started. Am I in the right spot? There we go. So if you want to win, go ahead and type !join in the chat. And it should work on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm not 100% sure if it works on Facebook because I wasn't able to pop out the chats, and that's usually how this part is supposed to work. So anyway. That also means you will have to, if you win, and of course I forgot to do it again, I do have a Google form that I'll want you to complete. That's going to give me your address and everything. It's also the way I'm keeping track of who wins what. Okay, and I think I have a button somewhere. Oh, I know what something else we didn't do yet either. We didn't do the I didn't show off all your stuff. So we are going to go a little bit long because, first off, Dawn's not able to go live anyway. Because, yeah, she is having a fun vacation. Well deserved. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was just trying to put a thing up. We don't have a winner yet. Let me get the right word, the right thing. It's supposed to automatically pop up, and it didn't, to let me know how many people. More like winner, cabbage dinner. What? Ah, Miss Elizabeth, what are you talking about? Okay, so this is the... Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted the banner to pop up to say how many people. So we still have a couple minutes. So right now we've got 8 people in the drawing. This is one way for me to know that it's working. Because if it doesn't work, that means I go back to StreamYard, which I still have got things opening up over there to make sure. Okay, paper trimmer. Yes. Somebody else popped in. Hey, Smalls is in the house. Smalls, if you want a chance to win one of my pretty foil cards, type in ! join, okay? Love you too. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it, honey. Okay, 2 inches. It's right about there. So this is right at 4. And I'm looking to see where the center of this is. It looks like I got it pretty much centered. I'm going to try pulling a little bit off of the edge on both sides. Actually, on all 4 sides. Who's streaming now? Mary? Who's live? Are you telling me that Dawn is live? Oh, Smalls is live. Well, that means that on the Twitch side, I think I'm going to raid Smalls when we get done. She is such a sweetheart. Love her to death. She's my favorite small town dreams, to quote Ronan. But if anybody else is streaming right now or going to be live on YouTube, let me know. Because if you give me permission, this is the way it works on YouTube. You have to give me specific permission to be able to raid your channel so we can send all the folks that are over here on YouTube into your stream, okay? That's the only way that it works. And there's only a few people that I've got permission from to do that because most folks don't know it's there. It is a fairly new system. It's not that new, but it is still fairly new. Hey, True. Howdy, howdy. How are you doing, hon? And True is one of my Fortnite buddies. Okay, for this one, I think this is the one we're doing down to 4. No, this is the 4 1/4. This one is the 4. And this needs to be trimmed a little bit more. I'm going to trim this one still a little bit more as well, just because I've got a little bit of overfoiling around the edges. And that was one of the things that I did different between the 2 cards when I was doing these anyway. The 2 systems is that with the foil, I was not as precise as I was on the BetterPress. Okay, so Frosty Tools says, can you name the country that is home to Arlanda International Airport? And the airport is the Arlanda International Airport. Okay, what country is it? It's in Sweden. Okay. I still think this is pretty. Oh, I'm trying to go around the thing and it's not working. Okay. But it needs a little bit trimmed off the top and bottom so it'll be centered. Anybody else want in on the giveaway? And then we're grabbing up some foil, some foam, because foam is super awesome. And Todd is back. The Todd is back. Todd, say hello. Come into the... Okay, there, now you can see his arm. He's such a nut. So if Adelaide says, hello, Todd, she's from Germany. Okay, say that into the mic.
Guten Abend.
Did you hear him? I can't pronounce things. I can say danke. Oh, now you got a bunch of wagon wheels up on the screen from Susan. Look, you missed it. Hey, Bethany, how you doing, hon? I still have to go back and watch your video and your live. I missed it. Miss Bethany, I think you were in this. You were not just promoting. You were in the summit, I believe, right, Miss? Oh, Idolite understood. Yeah, we have missed you, honey. And I think I've told everybody, yeah, I've just been so busy trying to get everything done before. That's what I get. I say yes to too many things. And Todd agrees with me. Gloria says, hi, Todd. Bethany was an official speaker. Fabulous. I can't wait to see your project. I didn't get a chance to do it, but of course we have the VIP, right? So I will be going back to watch that. That's Cricket. I hate it when I put this stuff down, Cricket. Oh, you missed me too? And Bethany says, hi, Todd. He doesn't know what to do. So Bethany, in case, I think you've probably been lurking a bit, but in case you didn't know, we are right now streaming on YouTube and on Twitch and on Facebook. So all the places. So we've got a bunch of new friends in tonight that are from my Twitch side. And this weekend, in addition to the summit, there was a raid train, kind of like a live hop. That was awesome. But we did a raid train over on the Twitch side. So it was super, super fun. Okay, so I just put some glue on the back of the foam because otherwise, yeah, it's going to stick in the wrong spot. And I don't want, I still have it too high. There we go. That looks pretty good. So we've got that one, and then I need to do the same kind of thing with this one, but I need to trim it down a little bit. Do you guys want me to go ahead and do the drawing now, or wait till I finish this card? Because it is right now 7:15, and I don't know what anybody else has planned tonight. Gloria wants to fall asleep too. Yeah. Okay, we normally go to bed at 11 o'clock before the time change, which is now midnight. Okay, because we're not going by the time change. We're going by what our body says the time actually is. So we're not actually adjusting. I think it's weird too, but you know. Anyhow. So last night, I got so tired last night. I told Todd I couldn't stay up longer to watch the rest of the show. No, we have not done the winner yet. It still says 8 people in the draw, so if anybody else wants to join, type in !join to get your name in the giveaway. And I'm almost done with this card unless I decide to add some bling. So you guys have to tell me, does this actually need any bling? I know, I have to take that message off of there so that you can see it. So Stamper Girl, you might have already done it, but better safe than sorry, right? So thank you so much. It's !join to join in the giveaway. I really like the music. Okay, by the way, the music that I'm using is from Stream Beats. It's Harris Heller, and it's free. Yeah, so it's free, and I think I've had some issues trying to get it on there before. I am putting a okay, I don't know if you are... What? That looks weird. Okay. Adjusting a couple of things. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. That's a little bit crooked. Okay, are y'all able to hear me? I don't know. Okay, let me get back to the right thing. Main scene. Hey, Heather. That was interesting. Yeah, I want my music back up. Now we got 10 people in there, so it didn't lose. That's important. We didn't lose the, yay, thank you. Yeah, I actually had to shut down OBS, which means I stopped all the streams, shut down OBS, rebooted it, so I'm still in the same YouTube, yes, the same stream, and Twitch is still there. Yay, awesome. And yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? And I will check that in a minute. I don't know if my mic is about to die or not, but we will see. Anyhow, here are my 2 cards. Do I want to do any bling on top of them? What do you think? Because how many of you guys have got plenty of sequins and gems and shaker bits, all the things, and you hoard them because they're too pretty and you never get around to using them? Well, this last week I have used them more, partially because, okay, I experimented. This is still not right. That is still not right. Okay, that's going to be close enough. Anyhow, this guy is so easy to put everything in place. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, getting back over to social stream. There we go. You don't. Elizabeth says, bling it up. Bling it up, Miss Elizabeth Costa Rogers. Okay, so I've got, these are gems that I got from Hobby Lobby 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. That would be me, only because I'm lazy and I need, in the need of a, that would be me, only because I'm lazy, still don't know what that says. You do not. I was trying to hunt some down here and couldn't find it. I've got one of those big binders. I forgot what they were called. Those purple binders that had all the little things for you to put all of your gems and stuff in. I've still got 2 of those big binders that have got lots of sequins and stuff, and I never use sequins. If I use sequins, I tend to use these guys, which it's actually starting to get low. This is actually finally starting to get low. This thing was full, but I've had it for over 2 years. This is some Valentine scatter that I got from, I got it from Target a couple of years ago. Actually, I'm debating between gems and sequins. If I do the flat back sequins like this table scatter, which is real sparkly and foily, then it'll be easier to mail and it doesn't punch through the paper. Because it's something I've noticed. Sometimes when you put gems or sequins, gems or baubles or anything, and then you run them through the mail, sometimes those baubles try to poke through the paper of the envelope, and sometimes they get scratched. Not always, but sometimes. But I think I'm going to do some of these. And I have no idea where I'm going to put them, so let's just go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of happiness on there. And then I can think about it. But this makes it easier to put them down. I did a card. Do I have it here? One of the ones I did last month, I think it was the BetterPress of the month that had all those flowers, and I decided to add gems to all of them. And it took no time because I could actually, this makes everything so easy to position. It's much easier than using a glue bottle. I don't know why. My bling needs a new home. That's what you were trying to say. Awesome. I do not put not machinable, but that, yeah, post office doesn't always listen. So these are super easy. And then I like using, if I can find it again, it's in that tray. This I got from Lisa Horton last year. It's part of the Ultimate 2, which I use this all the time, even if I don't use that system very much. I still use it occasionally, but I don't use it all that much. So that's a good start. Actually, I don't like that one. That one sequence got part of it not on there, so it's like, it looks like it got cut. That one's going in the trash. Let's pick one that looks better. That one looks like a heart. Okay, we're going to stick with that one. There we go. There's the first one. I'm going to take that message down if I can remember how to do it. Just because it's in the way. But we know we've got 10 people wanting to win, right? Which means I need to fix some of my buttons. So this is the first one. And then we've got this one. I think I'm going to put them basically in the same spots. Doing our trios. And then still keeping it as odd numbers by doing 2 more in the center. Actually, I've got 8. I've got 3 different clusters of hearts, right? And I want to thank you guys again for coming and hanging out with me during all of my stressful trying to get all the things done. You guys rock. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, and yeah, all the things. So we're going to go ahead and do a drawing. And Mary is really hoping that she's going to win. I know I'm picking on her a lot, but she does... I have to say, she probably has more points than most of y'all. More happy mail points. Plus, she's probably got more Twitch points than a lot of y'all, too. So she's got channel points over there, too. And she puts lots of purple hearts all the time up on the screen. So I know she wants to win this, too. So let's go ahead and do the drawing. And let me get to my right page. Okay, we're gonna do a drawing. Anybody want to win? And winner is... It didn't post it up there. That's because I closed the other thing now. I gotta find out where it is. I don't know who won. It didn't. Oh, Melissa Klepser. Okay, it finally popped up. Congratulations, Miss Melissa. So you tell us which one. Okay, Todd's leaving. So we got happy faces in the chat. Yes. So we've got Miss Melissa Klepser won the first card. So you need to tell me, honey, which one do you want? Do you want blue or do you want purple? And I still think that the lighting is still wrong. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, turning it down a little bit. Okay. And she wants the rainbow one. So this one is... Sorry, Mary. This one is going to Miss Melissa. And let me get the Google form because, of course, I forgot. And I know that I've got your address, honey, but this is also keeping me on track to make sure that that's not the right one. But it helps me to keep on track to know that I got the right, that I'm doing the right thing. Anyway, where'd it go? Oh, that's the wrong, okay. This is what happens when you have way too many email addresses. So that one, that's because I started the new thing. It's under giveaways. There we go. Now I'll get the right form. So anytime you have a Gmail account, you have access to all of the Google Docs and forms and all the things tied to that specific email. So what happens? You have multiple Gmail accounts, and that means you have multiple places you can find your stuff. And that doesn't always work. Okay, let me get that address real quick. Copy, So I'm going to put this in the chat, and I'm going to put this also in the Mary's crying. But I'm also going to put this in the description. So that is the Google form to claim your prize. Only if you won. Only if you won. Do you get to use that one? And I'm putting this at the top of the description. So if you don't get a chance to do that right now, Miss Melissa, that is totally fine. You can do that later, and that way I know I've got the correct address, because I have had things returned and all the things. So now we're going to do a drawing for the other card. Yes, I'm going to give them both away. And I'm probably going to be making some more. These are just fabulous. I love the things. Okay, let me get that back up. Get to the right thing. Okay, so for the second one, assuming you guys all still want to win, let's go ahead and draw. And the winner is Miss Susan Tremper. Susan gets the blue one. Again, that is the link to the Google form. It is in the chat. Also, it is in the description on the YouTube video, because I just added it in there. So y'all just send me, go ahead and complete the form. It's going to basically have it where you give me your address again and all that stuff, so I know I've got the correct one. I sent a birthday card out to one of my buddies, and I had just sent him a Christmas card after asking for his address. It looks like when he gave me his address, he didn't put the unit number in there. So I just got his birthday card back. And now I have to remail it. Now that I've got the correct address, I can do that. So I really don't like getting mail back and having to remail it 2 or 3 times. I've got one person whose postman just doesn't like her and keeps on sending the stuff back. So I've already mailed it out to her twice. I don't know what to do at this point, other than it's a Christmas card, and now we're in the middle of March. Anyway, you guys, thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with me and all the shenanigans, and y'all just rock. I hope that some of what I've done with you tonight is entertaining or informative or inspirational, whatever. And yeah, you can use both systems in conjunction with the registration stuff. It is so fabulous. I love this. Yay, I like the blue one. Awesome. I'm so happy that you like it. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you later. I am going live on... I'm going to be streaming on Twitch on Thursday. Yes, still planning on doing that on Thursday. I may start rolling in more Twitch streams. Not 100% sure. Not sure what I'm going to do over there. I'm probably going to be doing a card and or gaming both, because I really need my Fortnite time, because my brain is completely fried. Anyway, you guys have nobody's told me that they're going live tonight, so I'm assuming nobody is. And I'm going to be on Twitch. We're going to be raiding off to Smalls in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube side, and you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Think I want to say thank you. Where's my thank you? I need my thank you. There. Thank you. I love you guys.